Good evening, everyone. It got so quiet before we started here, so I didn't know what to do next. So, good evening. Welcome to our February 18th Town Council meeting. It's 6 o'clock. Madam Clerk, could you please call roll call?
Mayor Eaton.
Here.
Vice Mayor Adam.
Here.
Councilmember Neal. Councilmember Buccellato.
Here.
Councilmember Maldonado is excused this evening. Councilmember Bacina.
Here.
Councilmember Bedford.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. So tonight, for our moment of silence, before we begin, I ask that we take a moment of silence to reflect on our community, those who serve in it, those who live in Florence, and those in needs of our thoughts and prayers. Please join me, stand in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. So tonight we have several special recognition out here with a lot of the folks out here in the audience. It's great to see all you in the audience. A lot of cowboy hats in the audience tonight. I like that. Tonight I'm going to take some things out of order. I'm going to move presentations and before our our call to the public. I'm sorry. So our call to the public, so we can make these presentations. And I'm also working with the clerk right now to kind of make that a permanent change in our procedures. Presentations 5A is award presentations to the Junior Parada Parade winners. As part of the presentation tonight, we also have a video presentation from the Junior Parada Rodeo, and we are super excited to show that. These kids have been having the time of their life, and Bill Foster, would you and your team come up to the podium, please?
You can hit the space bar to start it whenever you're ready.
Okay, when I start it, then pause it? Just the space bar?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Should work. If not, I'll be standing right here.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, Madam Vice Mayor, Council, thank you for having us here tonight on such a short notice. What we'd like to do, I'm joined here with Joe Delgado, Todd Ballard. We're missing one tonight, Brianna Long. We are the board of the Historic Florence Foundation, to which we have the contract with the Florence Junior Parada through the town of Florence to hold events, and especially the Florence Junior Parada annual event. This last year was the 92nd annual Florence Junior Parada, and we had a great turnout. We had over 445 contestants in various divisions. Over 30 contestants participated in the parade, with over 100 contestants and their families in attendance for the parade. Over 1,800 spectators between Friday through Sunday. We had 8 visiting royalties, and from other Arizona rodeo participated in Saturday and Sunday's grand entries, along with the Florence Junior Parada royalties. I'd like to show just kind of a short video we put together for the parade itself.
It's plain. This just sits there for kind of long.
Can't say I never saw it coming, I could see the warning signs. Mama always said I was born on the wild side. of mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, pray the good Lord lifts me higher, singing, oh, when they call me home. Singing, oh, when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning. There's a man in a black coat standing at a crossroads with a pen in his hand and a long list of lost souls. They say he flips a coin for that a fool's gold. There's a man in a black coat standing at a crossroads. I hope he lets me pass by. When I close my eyes, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, pray the good Lord lifts me higher, singing, oh, when they call me home. Singing, oh, when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning, ride the lightning, ride the lightning.
So that was a short recap of the 3-day event that we had. I can tell you none of the kids or any of the animals were hurt during that weekend, so that's always a good thing. I know some of it looks kind of scary. We do have a lot of kids here in attendance tonight. You'll see them in cowboy hats that participated in the Judah Rodeo, along with the HFF events that we hold each year. At this time, I want to invite our queenship up right now. We have our queen, Miss Taylor James, and our junior queen, Emma McNeil. Only half of them can be here tonight. The others are participating in other events. As you well know, they've been very busy this year. Our royalty has completed over 32 events so far, representing the Florence Junior Parada all over the state. However, primary serving in areas in Pinal County and our hometown of Florence. I've got a short video here to show what they've been doing. Thank you, girls. Also part of what the Historic Florence Foundation has done since we began is start our Historic Florence Youth Rodeo Series. This year, once a month for 8 months this year, we're holding 2 different series, youth rodeo series. Now this is a rough stock event. This is sheep riding, calf riding, and steer riding. Most of these contestants that are out there each and every month are from the local community here in Florence and the surrounding areas. We do, however, have children that'll travel as far as from Colorado, the Four Corners of Arizona, and California to come and attend. This last year, we had the Junior Roughstock National Finals held here in Florence, and they had a really good time, and the kids did very well. As you know, we're all about the youth and giving these kids an opportunity to do something that they may have never thought of doing, and if it's something that they would like to pursue, then we're here to continue to do that with them. With me tonight, I have three young individuals that are part of our team, and we actually did let me see, I think there's a youth series. Yeah, we're going to see a short video here of the youth series rodeo, and then we'll talk about the interviews that we did with three of our locals here.
I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway, riding that storm running through my veins like a shot-down tailspun airplane. Scared of nothing and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath, but I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Ain't no love in Oklahoma, just a whistle of a long black train. You'll know when it's coming for you, riding in on the wind and rain.
So at this time, I'd like to invite up Caden Smith, Caden Anderson, and Aria Duran. While they're coming up, I'll continue to play this. We did an interview with them just the other evening. Well, we're here in the back chutes, and I'm joined by, state your name,
Caden Smith,
Caden Smith and
Caden Anderson.
Caden Anderson. These two young cowboys have been here riding with the Youth Rodeo Series for how many years now?
Like 2.
2 years?
My second year.
This is your second year? Fantastic. So what do you ride?
Calf.
You ride calf? And how about yourself?
I like deer.
Deer. So Cadence, where do you go to school at?
Florence K.
And Caden?
Florence K.
And both of you are from Florence?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how do you like coming out here and riding these calves and steers and the rough stuff?
I like it.
And how about you, Caden?
Yeah, I like it too.
So how many buckles have you won riding these?
I only won one buckle
And that was here last year?
last year.
Fantastic. And you also participated in the Florence Junior Parada last year?
Yeah.
And how about you, Caden?
I won 0 and then I competed in junior Colorado last year.
You competed at Junior Parada last year as well? Awesome. So what do you want to do for 2025?
I want to do calf and steer, or finish calf and then go to steer.
Okay. And how about you?
Just keep on riding.
Keep on riding?
Yeah.
You want to be a bull rider one day?
Yeah.
How about you, Caden?
I'll be a bull rider too.
You want to be a bull rider too? Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time out. I know you guys are riding tonight, so good luck. Okay, so we're here in the back chutes at the Charles Whitlow Rodeo Arena talking to Aria Duran. So Aria, tell us, how old are you?
I'm 11 years old. is June 17th.
June 17th. You'll be 12. Right on. Good for you. Where do you go to school, Aria?
Florence K-8 down the road.
Florence K. And how long have you been in Florence?
Since kindergarten.
Since kindergarten? So you're a lifelong resident so far of Florence.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when did you start riding calves and steers?
December 16th, 2022, I think.
2023, December 16th. And where did you start your riding career?
Here.
Here at this arena. That's fantastic. And so how many different rodeos have you attended since you started riding here?
A lot.
So how many buckles have you won riding rough stock?
I have a buckle from the Gilbert Days rodeo, and I have the buckle I'm wearing right now from by the Indian rodeo, by the casino, and then I have one from Martin Dustin a couple years ago.
Fantastic. That's great. So what's your goals for 2025?
Just to get better.
Get better at riding rough stock? And will you be attending our rodeos here in Florence?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, good luck to you. We appreciate you coming out and being a part of our program here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. As you can see, these are our local kids that are growing up here in town, and they're experiencing something that many kids have experienced for many, many years here in this town. And we're just thankful to be able to provide this venue for them to explore whatever they'd like to. And we want to thank the town of Florence for all of your support for over the last 4 years that we began, and we hope to continue to do this for many years to come. As you're aware, as being a 501c3 foundation, we are all of our monies come from sponsorship, and it's from the community. Basically, it's a community that supports this rodeo year after year after year. And I know a lot of you have supported it, and we're getting ready to start our drive this year, but I want to give a special thanks to Vice Mayor Kathy Adams. She started off the year with a pledge to our foundation, and we are very thankful for that. And hopefully we'll be scheduling our fundraiser and other events here in downtown Florence so that we can bring more people together to help support our program. So I thank you for the opportunity tonight. It's been a great ride. So. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for everyone. Once again, this is Florence. So I did have a question. So for the bull riders, the steer riders. So if I was aspiring, should I start on a steer or a mutton? You guys think about that, and then we'll talk here soon. All right. If you guys will meet us over here, we'll get some.
Mayor, I think you start on a sheep.
What?
Fantastic. I'll just, by the way, I want to let you know that we do have some newcomers to the facility out here. Every Wednesday night, over 8 months, we have BR Diamond Spur holding jackpot barrel racing. This year we hosted the Arizona Horse and Carriage Association. They used to be here in Coolidge for many, many years and gotten away from the location, but now they're back, and they were very excited about the location, and they want to continue with us. We have Camp Encouragement Western Revival Rodeo coming up next weekend. The Rail 3 local ranch rodeo that's held here every year in March. Again, we hosted the Junior Roughstock World National Association, the Arizona Bronco Classic Stampede, the FMCA Four-Wheelers, Queen Creek Junior Rodeo, and the Arizona Junior Rodeo Association. And we are in talks with many, many more organizations that want to come to Florence. So thank you again.
Awesome. We'll see you guys down here.
Yeah, say best hamburger.
You gotta set mine up next for me.
Yeah.
You gotta stand up here and help me out tonight?
Should just be this space bar.
right, at this time, we're going to call Kyle and Crystal up.
Should just be hit space bar, but if not, I'll be close.
Thank you. Should I stick to this? I mean, they're already all down here.
All right. We'll give it a couple minutes here.
Yes, sir. Said give it a couple minutes.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the Junior Parada Parade Awards. So turn it over to you, Kyle.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. My name is Kyle Wright, and I'm a Recreation Coordinator for the Town of Florence. I will be announcing the winners of the 2024 Junior Parada Parade and the 2024 Hometown Holiday Parade. I want to take this opportunity to thank our presenting sponsor, Florence Copper, for their continued sponsorship. They've been great. At this time, we'll watch a quick video on the Junior Parada Parade.
Happy Florence Junior Parada from Florence Copper. They are proud to be the title sponsors of the rodeo and support such a wonderful and historic community event in Florence.
Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Kyle.
At this time, we'd like to announce the 2024 Junior Parada Parade winners of each category. Best Equestrian, we have Historic Florence Foundation Youth Rodeo. Oh, please join us. We want to also give the Historic Florence Foundation a shout out for their assistance with recruitment of equestrian entries. We had 15 official equestrian entries, which is an increase from years past. So thank you, HFF. The next award we have is for Best Civic Organization, and that goes to Coolidge Florence Elks Lodge. At this time, they are not here today, so I just want to give a shout out to them and let everybody know that we'll get that award to them as soon as possible. Next award is Best Motorized Award, and that goes to the American Legion. Please join us to accept your award. For our next award, we have Best Marching, and that goes to Florence High School Band. Please come up and accept your award. Our next award is the Posey Foster Award, and that goes to Florence Copper Floco Riders. Please come up and accept your award. So thank you for your participation in the 2024 Junior Parada Parade. At this time, we'll watch a quick video on the 2024 Hometown Holiday Parade. At this time, I'd like to announce the 2024 Hometown Holiday Parade Award winners, and they are as follows. Mayor's Choice, Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation, and Reentry. Please come up and accept your award. Our next award goes to Biggest and Brightest Winner, and that goes to Eloy Fire Department. Please come up and accept your award. Our next award goes for Most Festive, and that goes to Jalapenos Restaurant. At this time, they're not here, so we will do our best to get that award to them as soon as possible. The award that follows that is Public Safety, and that goes to Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation, and Reentry. And our last award is for Best Marching and Walking, and that goes to Florence High School Marching Band. Congratulations to all our award winners and entries. The Community Services Department is looking forward to seeing you all and your fantastic entries in the 2025 Hometown Holiday Parade and the Junior Parada Parade. Thank you.
All right, so tonight is just a bunch of fun stuff and cool stuff. So the next one that we have is a recognition of 25 years of service. So when I looked at this name, it's Alessandra. I know that, but I just know Allie, so I knew who this was. So Allie, if you would come up, please. So Allie has been a dedicated member of the town of Florence since February 22nd of 02. Of 2002? 28th? 28th of 02. So yeah, I know. So when she was hired as an account clerk in 2007, Allie earned a well-deserved promotion to accountant. Over the years, she has advanced through reclassifications, first as a finance project analyst, currently serving as a senior accountant. Alessandra's dedication to her role is evident in the numerous processes and procedures she's developed to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the finance department's routine activities. Her continuous pursuit of best practices demonstrates her commitment to excellence and operational improvements. Known for her strong professional qualities, that is for sure, Alessandra consistently delivers high-quality work and exceptional internal and external customer service. She is always willing to lend a helping hand, earning her a reputation as the go-to person in her department. Her expertise in CASIL, or internal software, budget management, accounts payable, fixed assets, has been invaluable. Alessandra approaches challenges with initiative, identifying needs and solutions proactively, often focusing on cost-saving measures. The relationships Allie has built and maintained throughout the organization are a testament of her knowledge, helpfulness, and reliability. She is highly regarded as a knowledgeable resource, playing a vital role not only within the finance department, but also within the broader spectrum and structure of the town of Florence. Beyond her professional responsibilities, she has been a strong supporter of employee morale. She has generously volunteered her time and talents to employee appreciation committees, contributing to creative initiatives and support the town's vision for its workforce. Her efforts have significantly helped to foster a positive and engaging workplace culture. Your dedication, expertise, and commitment to both your colleagues and the organization make you an invaluable asset to the town of Florence. So now, would you like to say a word or two? Oh, come on. Come on. We have to say something.
Okay. Well, I couldn't do any of this without Becky. I see that she's not here tonight, but she's the lady that hired me. She came back to save us, and now she's going to retire on us again. So thank you to Becky Jimenez, Carl, who's my new boss, Lisa, who's been here for 30 years now. So she's watched every step of the way, and all my coworkers who come to me and help me help them, because without each other and being a team, it wouldn't work. So thanks to all the other departments who listen to us and help us, and don't yell at us when we ask them if there are things right away. So we just thank you all very much. And to the public, thanks for letting me stay.
Thank you. There you go. Let's do it. Get it. Okay, item 6 on the agenda, call to the public. At this time, we open the call to the public for comments on matters within the jurisdiction of the Florence Town Council. As a reminder, public comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Council members may respond to criticism, ask staff to review a matter, or request that an item be placed on a future agenda. However, the council cannot discuss or take action on matters not properly notified for legal action. At this time, I have one person in the chambers that wants to speak, Paul Felker.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Madam Vice Mayor, and Council. I want to thank you all for giving me this platform to inform the public of some upcoming chamber events and chamber-related events. So I'll get right to it. So the one coming up this Saturday, the 8th annual Memories on Main Car and Bike Show. That will run from 9 to 3 p.m. As of now, we have just over 300 car entries. So, and we're expecting more, so there'll probably be close to 400. and also, many vendors and food trucks. So we also will be running our Florence Farmers Market concurrently with this, so it's a big day. And as everyone knows, there's a lot of moving parts, but I'm pretty confident we have a great plan in place, and it's just a matter of execution. So this is a great opportunity to showcase Florence to the many thousands of people that will be in town this Saturday. Next Thursday, on February 27th, from 5:30 to 7:30, we have our annual Greater Florence Chamber of Commerce members meeting. This is an annual meeting where it's a chance for all chamber members and members of the public to come and hear all things chamber. So I will be giving a State of the Chamber address for the 3 months I've been there and talk about our future goals and what we hope to accomplish. And then it's a great network opportunity. Plus we'll have a Q&A section. So good time to bring up any ideas, problems, or maybe some constructive criticism, or good things. So I think it's going to be a good opportunity for the chamber to be out in the public for everyone to get opportunity to see it. The one after that, we have our Earnest Talks, which is the next day, which is Friday, February 28th. And these are great talks. So the subject on this is the vanishing trading post. So back in the early 1900s, there were over 100 trading posts throughout Arizona. There's only 5 remaining now. So we have 2 wonderful speakers that are going to talk about why that is. And it's just a great way to people to find out about history of Arizona. And the last one I want to talk about, 1985, you might recall, well, it was a good year, I think, but there was a movie made here called Murphy's Romance. So this year, the town is celebrating the 40th anniversary of that. And so we are doing a presentation at McFarland State Park from 10 o'clock to 11 a.m., or 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and Christine Reed will be giving that, so it'll be a great performance and a great presentation. And she's talking all about Murphy's Romance and certain things that happened, and some of the other things we'll be doing throughout the year for that. So I just wanted to thank you all again for the opportunity for the presentation, and this is a great opportunity for Florence, and there's something for everyone, and hope to see you there. So thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Paul. All right, I have no one else signed up for tonight in the house here. If you change your mind, we have a second call to the public. We have one person online, Ms. Courtney Ramirez. Good morning. Good evening, Ms. Ramirez.
Good evening. Hi, guys. A couple of things on the agenda. Well, great presentations, too, by the way. I love to see all that, especially with the rodeo ground. Our parades are always spectacular for Christmas. And thanks to the Parks and Recs and all you guys for putting that on. So I was questioning, I believe it was the item AA, I'm sorry, I don't have the paper in front of me, for the notice of intent to raise our property taxes. Over the last, several years, everything keeps going up, and we keep getting higher taxes and fees with everything. So I understand that there's a budget committee, finance committee, whatever you guys are calling it. So my question is staff and council really taking a hard look at our finances, our budget, and really trying to figure out where we can cut costs instead of keep asking for more and more out of the taxpayers? I think that's really important to do. There's a whole lot coming out of the federal government and the media with Doge and all the money being misspent and whatever. Are we really taking a good look at the finances before we keep, raising all the rates for the taxpayers? There have been places who are like, okay, well, we got to cut costs. We're going to adjust the thermostat. We're going to, you guys bring in your own bottles of water. We're going to cut staff if we have to. Is there anything that we're doing to really save the money? And another thing, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. If somebody can please provide an update with Centennial Park and that extension to Adamsville Road. I see in the agenda tonight, I believe it's on page 83, regarding it's under the water part of the finance report, that it looks like eminent domain was done and these property owners were paid to acquire the land for that road extension. but nobody is giving any kind of timeline as to what is going to happen so we can get that second ingress and egress for Centennial Park and Western Crossing. Honestly, it's a little frustrating that to this day, nobody has given us a timeline. So if somebody can check into that and get back to me, that would greatly be appreciated. And yeah, if we can save money instead of continue to tax us, that would be wonderful. Have a great night.
Thank you, Ms. Ramirez. Not seeing anyone else with their hands up or anyone else for a call to the public, I'm going to close our first call to the public. Item 7 is our consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda will be handled by a single vote unless a council member or a member of the public requests to remove an item for separate discussion. We have items A through E. Does any council member have anything they want to be pulled, or anyone
Mayor.
from the public?
Items A through F.
A through F. I should have turned the paper.
I'd like to pull A.
Pull A. Okay, anybody else? All right, with that, I'm looking for a motion to approve everything B through F.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as written, items B through F.
A second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? All right, thank you. Item A, approval of the map of dedication formally accept Sun City Phase 2. Mr. Walls.
Let me just address my issue. Residents came to me this past week and said that on Sun City Boulevard there is no crosswalk signs, and with all the construction traffic and people driving on Sun City Boulevard to get to Merrill Ranch Parkway, some people feel that they're in danger. I did verify there is no crosswalk signs. The only sign that there is a golf cart for the golf course crossing ahead. So do we have all the signs in place? Because we don't on the existing Sun City Boulevard.
Okay, any other discussion on that topic? I'll look for a motion to approve. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve consent item A as written, and then I just ask that you look at, amend it to look at the proper signages on that road. Thank you.
Okay, we have
Second.
a motion. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Not seeing any. All approve?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Thank you. Moving on to item 8, new business. Discussion, approval, disapproval of authorizing staff to post a notice of intention to increase property tax rates on the town website. Mr. Dudding, so let me just do a quick reminder that this is not a decision to increase property taxes at this time, but just a procedural step in the budget process. Town council will make any decisions on that determinations later in the budget cycles. Just want to make sure that is.
That's exactly correct, and that's exactly what I was going to say. So, no decision tonight. Just want to publicly post the notice of intent.
Okay, with that, I'll take any discussion. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve A, discussion approval and disapproval authorizing staff to post a notice of intention to increase property tax rates on the town website.
Have a motion?
A second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Not seeing any. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 8B, Ordinance 753-25, first reading of an ordinance amending the Florence Town Code regarding the Technical Advisory Committee and development procedures. Good evening, AJ.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council. Good to be with you this evening. Before you for first reading is an ordinance to amend a few different sections in Chapter 150. The recommended changes are to the Technical Advisory Committee to further empower them to review all of the applications that would be presented to the Community Development Department. And the second has to do with the reestablishing of a one-step process for preliminary plat approval. I believe in the document, in Exhibit A, if we turn to page 3 of that exhibit, under subsection 150-209, notice to proceed, and the section A subdivision, the last part of that sentence should be stricken, as it includes "and the town council." Again, this is to go back to that one-stop preliminary plat process, that it would be a stop at the Planning and Zoning Commission. So I apologize for that omission and appreciate that it was brought to my attention.
Okay, very good. Are there any questions for AJ? Vice Mayor?
Not a question. I just wanted to explain to people who have not been so involved with the multiple work sessions we've had jointly with P&Z and speaking amongst council. So the first action on this, the TAC, Technical Assistance Committee, that is a huge step forward for us. It's representing all the best minds of all the higher management, our senior planner, et cetera. And by having them review these plats early in the cycle, it is alleviating a lot of missteps downstream, and it is, I think, it should instill a degree of confidence in all of us that this is really thoroughly vetted. I thank the mayor, because one of the things we're trying to do as developers come before us is update our processes, because most of the other towns and municipalities do not have that extra step of preliminary plats having to come before council as well. They're thoroughly vetted with the TAC and with planning and zoning. So we will only be seeing final plats. So thank you very much, Director.
Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? All right, at this time, I will ask for a motion to approve.
Sir, it's your last first reading that you'll
This is
ever
the first
do.
reading, never mind. I knew that. Thank you very much. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
I've been off with all the awards tonight. Very good. Then item 9 is our second call to the public. Is anyone in chambers would like to speak, or anyone online? Not seeing anyone either place. I'm going to close the second call to the public. Item 10, call to the council. Current events only. Councilmember Bedford.
Good evening, everyone. I had the pleasure of sitting on the town council, the teen council, I'm sorry. And they're having several events coming up. February 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. for 9th to 12th graders. It's teen night, and it's at the community center. April 25th is tween and teen extreme night at Heritage Park. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. and it's for 11 to 18-year-olds. They're still in their early stages for updates, but I'll give them to you when I receive them. And lastly is they spoke about the teen center that we were speaking of several months ago. And that was it. I enjoyed that meeting. I wish that more people would attend the meeting. I also think that the school board should also come so they know what exactly the teens need in school as well, because they spoke about a lot of things. So with that being said, I am done.
Thank you. Councilmember Bensino.
I attended the Bryan Adams tribute band event put on by 520 Events. What a wonderful event, and all my friends from Canada were very happy to come down here and listen to music. I also want to let everybody know that our Lisa, our town clerk, and our IT director now have our director reports online for everybody to be able to go on and click on any department, and then you'll see a button that says director reports, and they will all be there so that you could read them. That was a request that came from a resident, and that has been accomplished, and thank you all.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Buccellato, do you have anything?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to say that I feel that we are moving in a really good direction, and I wanted to also thank the town staff for getting that live on the website. It looks great. I was in there messing around with it earlier, and it's much appreciated. I wanted to say congratulations to all the winners tonight of the Historic Florence Foundation, as well as the parades, and just a big thank you to all the town staff and directors. You guys are doing great, and I'm really proud and really excited to see where we're going. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Councilmember Neal.
Start off with a little sadness. Family from Florence, Mr. Joe Martinez passed away. Mrs. Carmen is probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. My heart goes out to that family, just praying for them. Just make it a little happy. My little girl would kill me if I didn't say happy birthday, Jazzy. She's 18 and almost out of my house, yay. No, that's my cheerleader. She's a 6-time state champion cheerleader, so she's going to college in Washington. That's for another time. Big kudos to Florence Fire and PD. I've had, I don't know how many people come up telling me about Florence Fire and Florence PD and the job that they do. I've had Florence Fire come up to the courthouse a couple of times this week and last week. And man, they always handle themselves professional and everything. Florence PD came to my house because for some god-awful reason, someone parked a stolen car in front of my house. And they handled it perfectly and got it away from my house. So it was wonderful. Also, one other one is I finally got someone who commented on the town staff. And they were just head over heels with the staff and how great they were and how helpful they were and doing anything that they needed to get done. I mean, they went on and on about the town staff, but we already knew the staff was the best in the world, so kudos to the town staff. I can't wait to report on some of them future gophers and bull riding and sheep riding and goat riding and whatever else they want to ride in the future. So go Gophers.
Thank you. Vice Mayor.
Okay, I'll be quick, but I have a lot. I've been pretty busy. So if you go back to March 6th, we had a P&Z meeting, and at that P&Z meeting, we were still doing preliminary plats, or we did a preliminary plat on Monarch. I don't think there was anything terribly outstanding to report on. It's at the southeast corner of Arizona Farms Road and Felix. So anybody who's out that way, there's quite a lot of development coming your way on Felix Road. Friday, February 7th, Pinnell Partners had a mayoral panel. And I am so proud and happy to say our own mayor was on that panel, his first time, with Chip Wilson from AJ, Lisa Fitzgibbons from Casa Grande, and John Post from the town of Marana. And Our mayor did us proud. He was well-prepared. He handled the ad-libs that Jordan Rose throws out there. He mentioned every restaurant in town so as not to pick a favorite. And it was just a fabulous day for us, and kudos to you. Home tour, the home tour on Saturday was terrific. We were mobbed at the museum. We got nothing but good reports from everybody. I always ask everybody how they're enjoying the home tour. I was working, so I did not get to partake of it, but I did get out late in the day to Harold's at the Windmill. And he really rose to the occasion. He had a special golf cart ride around, tour around his properties, and music. Our own Bob Graham, who happens to be our architect to work on our Silver King, and our HDAC guidelines, actually has a brass band, and he was playing at Harold, so that was quite entertaining. On Monday, February 10th, P&Z joint work session with the council. That was pretty intense, and that's where we talked about changing the ordinance that Director Monroe just talked about. So we talked about TAC, we talked about preliminary plats. We also had a report out on roads, which was very well received. We had in attendance Joe from county with Celeste Gaza, who is their main traffic person. And I am very happy to report that there's a good relationship with county and with the town, and that we can look forward now to kind of a joint, more holistic picture of what's happening, particularly on 287 and Attaway Road, right? And those roads where we share with Coolidge, right? And we will continue to work, of course, on Hunt Highway. Wednesday, February 12th, this is a State of the City address by Chip Wilson over in Apache Junction. And I want to say, I think we all strive for this. I will tell you that when they announced every single council member, the whole audience jumped up and applauded. I mean, they have tremendous support from their constituents, and I personally will make that commitment that when I get announced, I want people jumping up and down, because I hope we're as responsive as they appear to be, and I have nothing but good things to say about their mayor. But the two things that relate to Florence, they also are trying to, in the midst of huge development, we have a lot of development, they have huge development, and they want to maintain their character. And as you drive into the center of town, I'm looking at horses, I'm looking at fencing with RVs everywhere in the yard. This is their heritage, and they want to maintain that. So the city bought up a good chunk of their downtown, and they are going to direct the development. They are going to say, this is the type of restaurant, these are the types of stores, this is what we want to look like, so we maintain our character. I think that's of interest to us as we're trying to work on infill in our downtown. The other thing they did, they drew up a set of plans to encourage workforce housing, right? More affordable housing. So the city drew up plans. It's all pre-approved and permitted, and anybody can buy those plans for less than $1,500. That is to encourage people to come and build in their town. I thought that's something that maybe we could look at. Last thing is a big issue is SKIP. Anybody that's in the SKIP utility district knows there's huge issues out there. There was an excellent meeting out of Florence Gardens on Thursday night, well attended. And what they've done is they have a coalition of all the utility providers that will be responsible for parts of SKIP. They're basically divesting of SKIP because SKIP is hopeless. It's not going to be rectified. However, they tried to do this in the 90s. That takes up to 10 years, at least, at a minimum. So the urgency right here is for all of our residents. That's Florence Gardens, and it goes out towards the 79 in town. Anybody that's a SKIP customer today and lives in Florence has a big problem because their power goes out regularly, and it goes out for hours and hours, if not a day at a time. I don't know what the answer is. We met today with two congressional Senator Mark Kelly and Eli Crane, and we relayed to them the urgency. What can Washington do to help our SKIP customers? It's beyond us, but I think what we can do is keep raising that. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vice Mayor. So I just have a little bit to add. So one thing that the Vice Mayor neglected to add was that last week she represented Florence as well as the mayor's office and this council testifying before a House committee for the food tax and done an amazing job. Once again, representing Florence, putting Florence out in the spotlight. Right now, this council, all of us are working very hard. The legislative end, Jeff is just doing such a fantastic job with keeping us updated on everything. Each council member is reaching out to the legislators. As you see, there's a lot of bills being dropped, whether they're national or state. And today we had a couple fantastic meetings with staff, and Eli Crane was in town. It was kind of last minute, so we actually met with Eli Crane, basically going through all of our needs, wants, and I'm sure he's heard it a million times, but we had a 45-minute meeting with him, and then Scott Kelly's office. Senator Kelly was not here. During the last couple weeks, for me, it's been attending some of the meetings that I sat on as the mayor, water meetings. We were able to meet, Councilmember Bensine and I and staff met with our corrections community and PD. It was something just to build some partnerships and to recognize them as part of our town. It was about a dozen people, I guess, showed up for that from our corrections, and we believe we've really made some good progress there in team building. Pinnell Partnership, I was so honored. I wasn't going to do that because it was so early on in my mayoral spot, but they talked me into it, and they put a couple newbies on there too. So it was fun. Pinnell Partnership is an amazing group of movers and shakers in Pinnell. Looking forward to the car show this weekend. Other than that, that is all I have. So with that, I will look for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Adjourn.